Hawkgirl issue number 4. That's right, folks. I missed it last week. I had so many other books to talk about. I was like, I'll get to it when I have a less busy week. I do not have a less busy week, but I'm going to get to it this time. Because I feel like I should wrap up this arc, for Kendra Saunders. Like, she's been doing quite a bit of stuff, and it's just kind of cool that she actually has a book right now. Not a lot of female characters really have a lot of books at DC, so yeah, actually doing it's kind of cool. I don't know, there's a dragon in this one, that's kind of exciting. It plays with some interesting themes, kind of gives us like new details on certain ideas. We open up in Metropolis, and Kendra and Galaxy are out with Abilene and Kat, and they're about to go see a ball game. They just getting some hot dogs, and then Galaxy finds this person who's like, I guess, homeless or something. They're not doing too good, just like laying on the ground, and that's when we realize it's Vulpecula, who's like pretending to be somebody and like uses her powers to infiltrate the mind of Galaxy. And that's kind of like the introduction to how her powers actually work, because we kind of like been playing it like, oh, so Vulpecula meets them when they're younger, then uses their powers earlier, but it's like, actually, no. She enters like through their mind and travels there through that. So we see Vulpecula like take in the appearance of somebody from Galaxy's planet. She meets her when she was still a boy, and when that he was going to get ready to tell his parents that he feels like a girl and is a girl. And that's like, oh, well, you have more trauma coming up that I can manipulate, so maybe we'll deal with this later. What's more traumatic? Oh, the death of their planet. And oh, shit. That is when she finds the newly ignited Galaxy that is now fully accepting of their female gender. And it's like, okay, well, now that you're like that, I'm going to get you to do something for me. And that's when Galaxy's like, huh, that was weird. Why did that just happen to me? Like, she's suddenly like remembering something. Almost getting lost in her thought, but her girlfriend Kat shows up and brings her back to the present. That's when Kendra's like, yo, I thought we was going to like a game. What are we up to here? And because of like the I guess power of love bringing Galaxy back to the moment, Vulpecula's like, well, that didn't work. I guess for this next power up, I gotta use myself as a catalyst. So she foxes out, hooks herself up to like a big beam, and unleashes a big dragon from the sky. And the dragon's gonna destroy Metropolis unless Kendra and Galaxy go out there and save the day. As that is happening, they also run into Supergirl and Steel. Natasha is there, and so is Kara. Big old fun classic team up. The fun part about this book, Galaxy is super into Supergirl. She's like, wow, there's a lot going on with that lady. Like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's really fun. It's cute, like it's kind of fun. It's doing something kind of silly. And Kara's like, okay, let's try to focus on what we're doing here, everybody. It's great because, the dragon's using some weird powers. It's taking him down. Like, it's got, like, kryptonite breath. Like, that's weird. Why is it doing that? So, Natasha uses, like, her weird big power-up suit of armor to be, like, a bigger one that's, like, fireproof. Tries to go after into the dragon. Doesn't work. Electromagnetic pulse, it's using their powers against them. How is that possible? They got to find a way where they can stop that. Like, how is it going to be possible? How is any of it going to affect this dragon that's clearly using the powers against them? Well, Galaxy has an idea, and she's like, I don't know if this is going to work, but I can, like, supercharge my energy, and, like, Kendra, you're, like, pretty good at, like, absorbing, like, the energy around us and stuff, so we could kind of, like, go crazy and try something. It might hurt. It's probably going to hurt. So she uses, like, for energy absorption and the nth metal that's coming from Kendra. And they, like, just go completely ham and make, like, a huge beam. And it makes Kendra feel a specific way. And she's got, like, all this power coursing through her now. And her mace kind of, like, turns into, like, a big energy sword. And she can use it to slay the dragon. And the dragon's like, you stupid girl, and your power, you are nothing to me, you are nothing. You are not, like, even like your past lives were nothing to me. Like, you're just useless, you're the bad one, we don't like you. She's like, nice try. That's not gonna work on me anymore. My legacy's never been my weakness. It's who I am as a person is essentially what's being said for Kendra. Like, that's a really interesting take. I don't hate it. Like, okay, She needs, like, the boost to get there, and I think that's kind of fun, I suppose. But they slay the dragon. It's kind of cool. And Galaxy's like, oh, yay, we did it. But somebody is appearing behind her. Who is it? Probably a distant memory of somebody she met from another life. You know, Vulpecula. And that's when Kendra, like, lands back down. And she's going to go talk to Abilene. And she's like, all this stuff is happening to her. And like, oh, man, you know, there's a lot going on. And she starts freaking out. Like, you know, this is just, there's so much of this. So much going on. I'm so tired and I'm not happy anymore. And, you know, Carter and Shiera, they had their reasons. And what am I doing here? What is any of this for me? What is the point of this whole reincarnation baloney? Is it like an atonement for the things they did? Like the past things they did, which I had no part of? I'm just a broken creature that has nothing else going on. This is nothing, right? The dragon said he was wrong. I told the dragon he was wrong, but he wasn't. I'm just bad at all of this. And that is when Vulpecula introduces herself to Kendra, ready to take her power. And we see their introduction through the mindscape of 7 years ago. I'm like, that's interesting. I feel like we were moving away from that part of like Kendra right now. I'm not saying it's like we're backpedaling, but we really don't need to reiterate like the loneliness, do we? Like this whole arc should be about her moving from it. I feel like that's been like the past 2 issues, you know? I don't know. Look, it's pretty fun. Interesting stuff, showing us Vulpecula's powers a little bit more, showing us what Galaxy could do. I mean, that's all kind of cool. But like the stuff with Kendra, where she's just kind of like trapped in this rut where she thinks she's going to be happy, but then she can't like get to that next step. I guess that's supposed to show like the depression of the character, but if we're reading this book, I kind of just would like to experience the growth from it. So that was interesting to say the least. I don't know. 2 more issues. I think we're going to reach an ending. It's not the worst book that Donna DC is making, and I'm okay with that, but I was just really hoping like this book was just connecting with me on a larger scale than what it is, which does kind of suck. So Hawkgirl issue number 4, I am going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.